Here we go. May I have your attention, please? Thank you. Here we go. All right, what do I have here? A pendulum. Right now it's just a string and a mass, but yeah, it's a pendulum. Okay? I'm going to wrap it up here.
What is that, Ian? What is that? It's a contraption?
It's a pendulum.
Pendulum.
It's a pendulum.
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 Okay. What type of energy does my pendulum have at this moment?
Potential. Potentially.
All right. Now, when I let go of it here in a minute, it's going to move down to here. What's it going to have?
Kinetic.
Okay. And here? It's
Potential.
going to have kinetic. Is it falling? Is it able to fall any more at this point?
No.
No, because the string's keeping it from doing that. So if I consider the string's lowest points and let it fall to be the bottom, then it has no more potential. As it's swinging by, it's going to have only
Kinetic.
kinetic. Okay, all right. It gets up here, kinetic, but is it above the group where it could fall?
Yes.
So it's building back, potential. It gets up here,
More potential and kinetic.
it's, well, let's say it gets to the top of its path.
So it's alternating like that?
At the top of its path is just going to be potential. Because it can't, it's not moving anymore. Anything that goes up stops before it comes back down, right?
Yes.
Okay? All right, good. All right. And this illustrates the conservation of, starts with an E.
Energy.
Perfect, energy. Okay? All right. Now, if it's going to end up any higher than it started, then we would have to add energy to it at some point, right?
Yes.
I mean, if I let go of it, there's no way it's going to end up any higher than it is right now. Correct?
Yes.
That's it. Okay, unless Erin's really mean and she pushes it. Okay, but she's not going to do that because she's nice. Okay, so I'm going to let go, and there is no way on earth it's going to come up high enough to hit me in the nose. Okay, because it is conserving what energy it had, and in fact, it's actually losing a little to the friction of this little string against that piece right there, as well up there. Plus, it's hitting air molecules as it goes through the air, right? All of that means it's going to slow down a little bit. Assuming it didn't have any friction, it would come back exactly where it started. It would conserve the energy.
Could you start it swinging up here and then let it go?
And it wouldn't hit me in the forehead.
Then let it hit you in the nose?
So, but yeah, if I took a step into it, yeah, that's no longer conservation of energy, that's just stupid. Here's your sign, right? That would be a bad thing. Okay? It's like, so, now here's the thing. Pendulums are a great example of conservation of energy, but they're a really, really good example of simple harmonic motion. Okay? And we abbreviate simple harmonic motion, SHM. That's what it's called in your book, is simple harmonic motion, but you'll see those letters over and over and over again. It's not talking shame or sham, it's simple harmonic motion, okay? Chapters 12 and 13 is what we'll cover in this unit, okay? All right. Now, let's talk about this real quick. As this is swinging back and forth, I can describe its swing back and forth in lots of different ways. And anybody know what a pendulum is often used for? Clocks. What do clocks measure? So guess what a pendulum is really good at? Guess what's a really good way to describe the motion of a pendulum? Time. It's either motions per second or time. Okay, now if we say it's useful for time, we can use the time it takes to go over and back to describe the motion of the pendulum. We call that its period. Capital T stands for period. That's the time for a complete cycle. Okay? And remember when we talked about cycles, we talked about returning back to where it started, right?